what's up guys? JG, Garza Gang Adventures, you know the drill. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're doing an unboxing of a turn signal kit that our friends over at BENLARI was kind enough to send us. If you guys have been following the channel, I've been kind of loosely working on getting the Honda Talon street legal, and the turn signal and the horn kit is really the last part of that equation. So thanks to our friends over at BENLARI, we're gonna finally finish this off and get this going. So I already got the kit kind of unboxed on the table just so I can go over what we have. With that being said, let's get right into it. So here is the UTV turn signal kit. It's an 8 LED kit from BENLARI. I will leave a link down in the description. So far, looks like a pretty solid kit. Super affordable. Comes with a horn. So you got the horn right here. Here's just gonna be your main kind of kill switch. And then you have 2 rocker switches that I'll have to find somewhere to mount. One's for the turn signals, one's for the hazard, and one's for the horn. So kit looks pretty straightforward. You basically have all of these little branch LEDs that are going to come off. You do have to pay attention to where they go because they are different lengths to accommodate different vehicles. So it's kind of like, you know, front, rear, whatever. So once we get the Talon pulled in here, we'll start figuring out where all these go. But it's pretty straightforward. There's your instruction kit. Not too shabby. So right there's where you can kind of see the different lengths. Obviously your horn's gonna go up in the front, turn signals, your brake lights, all that good stuff. So yeah, 8 LED UTV turn signal kit from BENLARI. I got the Talon running in the back. I don't know if you could see it through the window, but I'm about to go pull that bad boy in here and we'll get going. Let's do that. All right, so we got the Talon pulled in the garage. I had the boys wash this after our last trip to the Badlands. And they didn't do that great of a job. So before I start tearing into anything, I think I'm gonna clean her up a little bit. I got a low tire. You heard that axle clicking. I gotta get that dealt with. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get ready for the install by cleaning her up a little bit. So let's take a little break. We'll pick the video back up once we start tearing into this turn signal kit. Let's do it.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, all right. Talk about putting lipstick on a pig. Got the old girl cleaned up a little bit. She ain't winning no shows, but at least she's a little cleaner than what she was. If you guys aren't onto it, SC1 is what I use to shine up the machine. It's a little pricey, but honestly, it's worth it. All those black plastics are super faded, look like crap. But after a quick coating of SC1, not looking too shabby. The old girl is used and abused. Look at that. Oh, I gotta get that CV, that axle fixed. Man, I don't know if there's any grease left in there. That's pretty bad. That's that clicking you're hearing. But anyway, got the old girl shined up, got the battery charger on her, getting ready to start tearing into the wiring. I can tell you right now, one of my issues is gonna be where to put the rocker switches. I have 2 that I need to put in here. Like I showed you guys, one was the turn signal, the other was the hazards and the horn. Problem is, I'm pretty booked on rocker switch spaces. These are all the factory rocker switches that came. I got a USB port down there. Over here, we got the light bar and the rock lights, headlights right here, and whip lights right there. So I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna have to get creative here. I kind of tried to spend some time thinking about it, and I think I'm just gonna dig into it. I'd like them to be on the left side of the steering wheel, so I'm thinking underneath that headlight switch, I'm just gonna have to cut out 2 new inserts and figure it out. But whatever, I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna start tearing into this thing and figure out where these turn signals go, where everything gets mounted up to, and get this thing going. so we could take it on a rip. So I'm gonna start tearing these panels off, figure out my wiring, lay everything out, get an idea of how I want to configure it, and then we'll get to wiring it up. So let's do that. Check out this turn signal kit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so I got the old girl tore apart. Now I'm just trying to figure out where and how I'm gonna mount all of the LED lights. So like I said, this is an 8 LED kit. So what that means is you're basically gonna have 2 LEDs on each point. So you're gonna have one here, one here, one here, one here, loosely, and then in the back, trying to figure out how I can squeeze this all in because the Talon doesn't have much real estate, especially with that Evo exhaust. But I'm kind of thinking maybe one here and one here for the left side, and then just copy it on the right side. So that's loosely the plan. Let's see if we can make it happen. I don't know. I have a tendency to overthink things and sit here and try to plan it out way too much. I'm just gonna dig right into it. So with that being said, you're gonna need a 1-inch hole saw to cut these holes. I got that set up over there. I think it's time to start wiring. So I have my fused distribution center up here that I'm gonna be able to tap in for the power. That main master switch, I'm really kind of struggling to figure out why I even need that. So I guess I'm just gonna mount that somewhere. That's this guy. I'm gonna mount that somewhere and just leave it on because this is keyed on only accessories, so should be fine. So yeah, let's do that. Let's figure out how to start slinging these wires and get these turn signals working. Let's go. All right, so the good news is we got everything wired up and it's working exactly like it should. The bad news is I ended up missing out on some footage. I thought the camera was recording during the installation process when it wasn't. I went through everything I possibly could to try to recover the footage or figure out what went wrong, but I don't know, it's just gone forever. So at this point, all I could really do is try to recap what we did, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I showed you guys, we had the front end all tore apart. We had this hood off, we had that cowl. That's where I have my auxiliary battery and my 12-volt fuse distribution center. That's where we tapped into the power. So we tapped into the power right under here. I mounted that little brain box down there as well. And then I ended up coming over here, drilling a hole through one of the metal tabs and mounting the horn. That brain box is where all your branch wiring is gonna go off of and where also your switch wiring goes to. So I will say the leads to the switches are pretty short, so I had to make it close to where I was gonna mount them, and I did end up going in that original spot that we talked about. So I mounted them up under here, which works. It is the left-hand side of the driver, which is where I wanted it. I do think I'll probably relocate them up here, switch them out with the Sasquatch lights and the rock lights. I just think that it'll be a better spot, kind of work better. But for right now it works and I'm just gonna run with it. I did take off this center console piece as well. And that main tunnel is where I routed the wires for the rear lights, which wasn't bad. I already have existing wiring right there, so I could just zip tie right into it. So I came under that cowl, I used me a piece of solid wire to kind of fish up to the top, taped it off, and then pulled it back, which I had a really good video process of, and I no longer do. That's all right. So there's that tunnel going to the back. There's the passenger lights. Let's see if I can show you what I did down here. So right there is kind of, let me see if I can get, there we go. You can see the wires coming up right here. I tucked it up on that side of the frame, brought it back over here, and then tied into the back lights. So, like I said, you can get some vehicle-specific kits, and they do definitely look better. I don't know. To me, the money that I saved on this kit was worth it. This was 60 bucks compared to 300 for the vehicle specifics. I'm okay with it. As long as it works and I can ride this bad boy on the road, I'm good. So around me, to be road legal, you basically have to have a glass windshield, which we do have. I just don't have it on right now. Turn signal horn kit, seat belts, which we have 5-point harnesses, which are even better. The only thing that I'm missing now is the slow moving vehicle sign on the back. Those big triangles you see the Amish riding around on, which is kind of funny. This thing could do 80 miles an hour, but whatever. So once I slap that on, I will officially be street legal and can actually drive down the road, turn into the gas station without using my arms as signals like an idiot. So I'm happy with it. Honestly, I definitely would recommend this kit. Good bang for your buck. Install was easy. I don't know what more to ask for. So with that being said, I'm gonna start up the garage. We'll pull the Talon out, and I'll give you guys a demonstration outside and show you what it does. So let's do it. All right, let's close the garage door. Try to keep some of that heat in. All right, we got the bad boy running. So as you can see, this is the 8 LED kit. You'll have 2 per side. So front passenger, front driver, 2 LEDs. And in the back, rear driver. I mounted these right here in that little plastic piece. Passenger side. Now the rears are red and the fronts are amber. So I had to Dremel out my own little switch holes because I'm running out of place to mount rocker switches. Don't do like I did. As you can see, I kind of screwed this up, but whatever, I'll fix it later. So I mounted the switches down there. Let's see, let's go left turn. All right. So you see the red in the back. Obviously, the right turn isn't working because it's on left. I guess I could just hit hazards and demonstrate that. We'll switch it over. There's your right turn. I do like how the fronts are amber and the backs are red. It's a nice little touch. They don't seem super bright, but I guess bright enough. All right, let's try the hazards. Turns off, hazards on, you broke down on the side of the road. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Universal UTV turn signal and horn kit. BENLARI, thanks for hooking it up. Now, this is for when we're riding on the roads, but what about when you're at the campground, you pull up to your buddy's site and you got a beer trying to get him to come outside? Well, you're gonna honk the horn. That's pretty awesome. Overall, install was pretty easy. I kind of showed you guys that to begin with. It's just a bunch of wires. You just got to tie it into power. Hardest part is kind of routing your wires to the back, but even that's not easy, or not hard. You just got to take off that center piece, run it through your tunnel, which if you guys have put rock lights or anything on your machine, you're already familiar with that process. It's not too bad. So yeah, BENLARI UTV turn signal and horn kit. This is a universal kit. I'm gonna leave the link down in the video description. You can get it on Amazon for 60 bucks. If you guys are in a part of the country that you could ride these things on the road, I definitely recommend them. Like I said, they do have some better vehicle-specific kits that obviously cost a little bit more money and do look a little better and are a little easier to install. But for the money, for the price, for what I was trying to accomplish, I felt like this was the way to go. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming up. Hopefully some new adventures on the way.